Welcome to the Unemployed Cooking Show. I'm your host Tom, I enjoy cooking, I'm hungry, and I'm so broke I've considered becoming a low-priced rent boy. What the hell are we waiting for? Let's make some food! You're unemployed and hungry, you need to get a job. You're one step away from homeless, you just need to buy a dog. So let's go on this adventure and make some simple food. Don't spend all your money on takeaways, or you'll be one broke ass dude. The Unemployment Cooking Show with Tom. Please read my CV. Thank you very much. Today we're making slow cooker spaghetti bolognese. It's cheap, it's simple, and we can steal most of the ingredients from your local Spar. All we're going to need to do is have the following ingredients to get started. Lean mince meat, onion, garlic cloves, olive oil, ootily bootily, tinned tomatoes, cream of tomato soup, Aldi, tomato puree, black pepper, sea salt, oregano, basil, beef stock cube, mushrooms. So first things first, what we want to do is cut out onion and garlic cloves. So don't worry about the onions making you cry, because the tears from them, the pheromones, can actually be used to help mask the crippling anxiety of waking up in the morning. So we want to chop everything really fine, especially garlic, just because we don't want big chunks. So we've cut up the garlic and the onions, so what we're going to do now is throw them in a pan for 2 minutes. The smell of cooking the onion and garlic together may remind you of BO and your unchanged underwear. However, it's going to taste great, and there's a few little things we can do to make it taste even better. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of oregano in there, only a little bit, and then we're also going to get some basil in, not too much, that's well too much, never mind, and a bit of sea salt, and some black pepper, and then stir it in, butter, olive oil, and then just let that simmer on medium heat for a few minutes. Onions! Now we've cut the onions and the garlic, what we need to do is make our sauce. So what we've got to do is we've got to get that slow cooker from the 1980s, and we're just going to dump our garlic and onions into there. So that's going to be the base. They want to be nice and soft. Get them all in. Then what we want to do is get our chopped tomatoes. Oh god, I need to work out. And just get them in there as well. That's going to be followed by our cream of tomato soup. I know it's a bit unorthodox, but I only had 1 tin of tinned tomatoes, so let's try it. And get that in there as well. We want tomato puree, Aldi's finest. Let's get that in there, about half tube. That's it. Nice. Looks like red dog poo. We've got the bulk of our ingredients in there. So what we're going to do now is just add a little bit of seasoning. So a little bit more basil, not too much. A little more oregano, not too much. Some more black pepper. Get that in there, get it covered. We can add to this as we go, as if you love black pepper. And then some more sea salt, not too much because we don't want to die of sodium poisoning. So we've got that all in there now. So now that's all in there, we want to get our spatula and we just want to kind of mix it all up. Now at the minute it looks like vodka induced vomit, but that's not a problem, especially if you're into that kind of thing. What we're going to do is hand blend it just to mix all the flavours in together. So really get in there with the hand blender to destroy the kitchen, like I am. Yeah, so here we go. So by the time we've finished, we should have a nice, smooth texture. However, we can leave a few lumps in there for good measure. So now we've got that texture to the sauce, what we want to do is start to feed our mincemeat into it. So we just want to drop it in like this. That's it. Make sure the mince is in date, because I did find it in a bin, and want to make sure there's no maggots in there. Even if we do find the odd maggot, it's okay, because mince kind of looks like maggots anyway, so it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. So that's it, we just want to tear it apart like this. So once the mince is all in there, what we want to do is get a beef stock cube and just cover the whole sauce and meat with it. Once that's in there, we're just going to get a spatula again and we're just going to stir it all in. And that sounds disgusting. But it smells good. It smells good. I mean, we don't eat with our ears, do we? It's fine. It's fine. Now that's all in there and it's all mixed in with the sauce, what we want to do is turn the slow cooker on and cook it for roughly 2 to 4 hours on a medium heat. Now we've got a few hours to kill, there's several things we can do to fill the void that has become our lives. We can rewrite that cover letter for the 100th time. We can stare blankly out a window, watching the world go by. Or we can question our motives to why we're making a cooking show about unemployment and not actually working. Regardless of what you do, it's going to be depressing as fuck! So, a few hours have passed and we've had enough time to think about the decisions that have led us to this point. Let's go check on the bolo. And there it is, our lovely slow cooker bolognese. So what we want to do before we serve, we want to give it a quick stir just to make sure everything has binded together. I also added some mushrooms to the dish about an hour before I started filming this, and I simply forgot because of my borderline alcoholism. I've cooked the spaghetti off camera because, well, I forgot to film it, but also it's pretty simple. Boiling water, spaghetti, pinch of salt. You'd have to be a real moron not to know how to cook spaghetti. So make sure when you've plated up your spaghetti, you've covered all those ancient knife and fork marks and the food stains. And again, just give the bolo a quick stir. 1, 2. And there you have it. Boom! Spaghetti bolognese. Now I was very fortunate because I actually had an opportunity and I found half a garlic bread in a dumpster, and this can go really well with the meal. So what you want to do is just make sure there's no slime or any flies or poo on it, and it goes really well with this bolognese. Really edible. Thank you for watching the Unemployed Cooking Show today. My name is Tom. I'm still available for work. You can find my CVs pinned up all over lampposts, all over the country. I will clean toilets for less than minimum wage. Until next time, goodbye! You just need to buy a dog. So let's go on this adventure and make some simple food. Don't spend all your money on takeaways, or you'll be one broke ass dude. The Unemployed Cooking Show with Tom. Please read my CV. Thank you very much. Onions!